Let there be peace and love among all beings of the universe. Let there be peace. Let there be peace. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Namaskar, Namaskar. Welcome to Satsang. You must have come here for freedom, to get rid of sorrow, suffering. During this life, birth, disease, old age, death, and repeated history at the back of this. You can do away with this by simply listening. Listen to me, what I speak, and all is over. I don't give you any task, any work to do. It's not Barcelona that you have to run. It is satsang. You have not to exert. You have not even think a thought. Mind you, you can free yourself this moment. If you don't, this life. If you don't, in 1,000 lives. You have to simply listen it very carefully. How? It is very easy. It's very easy. Those who are very serious, sincere, devoted to themselves, and those who have come for tamasha, they are not going to have it. What's this word you have to listen is the movement from the mind. If you give rise to the movement in the mind, simply movement, then the trouble arises. Endless trouble at your disposal arises. And this is only a notion that the moment is now rising from the consciousness itself of I am so and so, and you are so and so, that's all. This is the movement of mind. How much time does it take? And how much time will it take to stop it also? If you move this, endless creations you are going to create, including the creators, preservators, and the destroyers themselves, belong to this one movement of thought. If you check it, all is over. If you don't, it is not going to end, because if it is a reality, then it can end. Because it's your notion, the notion is not real. Therefore, it's not going to end unless you see the source of the notion itself. When this notion is rising, ideation that I am, and you are, that's all. This is the movement of the mind. The first movement of the mind, here arises the trouble. I am. This is the first movement. And you know very well, this morning when you got up, you were very happy. What is this waking state? First of all, is the movement in the consciousness. Then this is called waking state. The world is appearing to you, mountains, rivers, forests, individuals, birds and animals. This is called the waking movement from the consciousness, you see. Same in the dream also, because you have these objects you don't have, you sleep little while, then the mind is not even quiet in the sleep state. So you again create things like that, egotism like this. It creates another world. Who is responsible for this creation? Who? Not the God, not anybody else, not the Creator even. It is you who slept comfortably, but you can't take rest even when you sleep, and now you are creating another world within yourself. You see mountains, rivers, elephants, tigers in the apartment. You can't keep quiet. And then you sleep. It is just alone. These objects are not there. Subject is not there. Only the ego is there, just like the chicks returned in the evening under the wings of the mother hen, the ego. They keep quiet because of ego, darkness. Next morning, they will jump out of the wings. Again, the same thing. See, for a little while, take rest because your mind is exhausted by transactions of subject-object relationships. And then, transcending these three states, waking, dreaming, sleep, there is another state called peaceful state, where you have peace. Very few could know this state about peaceful state, consciousness, happiness, bliss, existence. And yet, beyond this fourth also there is yet another state. Few, rare one can go there, not to return back. There ends the whole matter. From here it starts. And everywhere there is this state from where this is the substratum. This is the substratum. Whenever you think of something, it is concealed. This state of supreme consciousness is concealed within the idea itself. If I show you this kerchief even, this is a kerchief. Length, breadth, height, its uses, name is kerchief. Form is this, you see. But the cotton you can't see. Cotton is not seen. No one can say it's a cotton kerchief. Or different languages, the name and form. If you remove the name and form, you will see the cotton. If you remove the name and form, all that you see here and now, whatever you see, remove the name and form. You are in that state beyond the fourth which I described, you see. It will appear itself. It is there, that's not to be gained. It is already there because you are otherwise engaged in your fantasies. You have no time to look what is concealed. You only give importance to what is seen, importance to form and your notions, you see. So if you check your notion, one word, if you check your notion and intention, simply for the reason, don't allow any notion to rise or any intention in the mind, you see, for just this instant of time, what's going to happen. So this is one word. How to do it? Not to give rise. You must ask me a question, why? How to do, not to rise, give rise to this movement at all, you see. So this can be done when you make inquiry. When you make inquiry into this process of movements, what is this movement going on? That's all you have got to do it. And this inquiry is enough instruction from someone, and this is enough to listen from someone. That's all you have got to do as a student, and this is enough for the teacher to speak, and there's nothing beyond this to speak, and nothing beyond this to listen either. What else can you read in any book if you don't listen to this? That I have to inquire into the movement of the mind itself. Strike at the root of the mind. If you see a mango tree in the seed, you don't see leaves nor the fruits. But in the seed, in the small seed of a tree, there are leaves, there are branches, there are flowers, there are fruits that you can't see. So to see this, you have to inquire. This is the minutest of the minute. May it take a millionth part of the tip of your hair. That's what it said. Millionth part of the tip. So minute, so subtle it is. And only how will you reach it? You can't see with your eyes, you can't touch with your hands. Only by inquiry you are going to reach the most subtlest place, and it is reaching you there. Inquire. This inquiry is not going to end. This inquiry is not going to end unless this subject who is inquiring is itself consumed into the inquiry. First, let the inquirer consume itself into the inquiry itself, and then the inquiry will be consumed into that which has not yet been described. And you are that. Not that you are going to become something else at some other time. No, you are already that. You are not going to gain anything. Not going to gain anything, not to achieve anything, not to learn anything. If you get rid of all that you have learnt till date, heard till date, read till date, seen till date, what's left? Just all what you have acquired, that is only hearsay. You have borrowed. You have borrowed from someone else. It's not your nature, it's not your true self. You will return to your own self. And self, nobody knows what the self is, you see. You attribute self to some particular form or name that can be seen, smelled, touched, or heard about. Which cannot be seen or touched, that I am going to refer. So how to do it? Simply inquire into the nature of what is seen, what this universe is, and what is the origin. Origin is not other than your own notion, because you have become first I am so and so. And then there is the world, there are relations. And this is the world. And this is your notion. Now if you find out the substratum of the notion, the source of the notion, and how to do it by simple inquire. What is the source of the notion? Simply look down. There's no other way. You don't need to do anything. Simply keep quiet and don't think. That's all. You have not to do anything. You have not seen this moment of quietness for the last millions of years. You have never been quiet. And we are going to speak of this quietness, which is your nature and which is the substratum of everything that is seen. And without this, we cannot have rest. And this is what is called freedom, enlightenment, wisdom, existence, consciousness, bliss, satyam, shivam, sundaram, whatever you call it. And yet it has no name. Yet it has no name. Not even consciousness. It is so empty of even emptiness. How can you describe it? When you see a star, you can see a star because of the skies. You can see a star, you can't see a star unless the background of the sky. When you see the universe, you must be something, consciousness, which compels you to see the universe. When you see your own body, there must be consciousness through which you have experience of your body. What is this consciousness? You have never before thought of it. What is the basis that you see, even to start with your body, how this body is seen? There must be some basis through which you are aware of body. There must be some substratum, some source through which you are experiencing the body itself. What is that? If you keep quiet, then only you will know it. Not by moving of the mind. If you move the mind, there is body. And if you move the mind to know the cause, the source of the body, you multiply it. So how to do it? By not doing anything, not thinking anything. Just imagine if you do not think, just to see the source of the body, you have not to think what is the source now. You are multiplying again. So if you understand this thing, even if you understand, you miss it. You have not to understand it. If you understand, you are thinking, still you are thinking. So free, you have to be so free, not even to put into activity even your understanding. So free, no one has seen this freedom before.